I guess I could do a tweet or an X, a post on X, which is definitely more words than a tweet. Okay, nah, I'm good. So I guess step one is to do a poll. Yeah. To get the crow stuff. Most likely. So I had some more of those chocolate covered coffee beans. Kind of curious if they're gonna make me how I'm gonna feel about them later. So this should be crows. Crows, crows, crows. Hello, hello. And I totally forgot until like just over lunch here that I may or may not be talking to a friend at 1 o'clock about a different project that we're working on. So, depending on if he's available. But I feel like this is a very good learning experience to do this jam stuff, so I'm very glad that I'm doing this. Working on my manual branch building. That's cool. That'll definitely feel like building to scale. For sure. Wow, I just really gotta think about this one. I was thinking I was gonna restart Unity here. But, well, like I said, some of it is relearning stuff too. It's like I've learned Unity event system stuff or Unity actions and then forgotten it. I've learned how to properly do menus before and then just forgotten to switch the screen space and stuff. So, okay, but if you're gonna take a full 2 minutes to load everything, I need to restart Unity. Yep, okay, naturally. Yeah, because that was the project, is that hopefully working on a boat racing game with a friend. And I was using my voxel art, but I feel like the natural curves of the waves don't fit as well with the strict voxel art. So I was kind of thinking about learning modeling, and this is, at least I've learned a little bit of Blender, but okay, so this can all go away because Unity needs to restart. It's gonna take 2 minutes to load. Looks like that's a deeper purple there. Okay, now let's see if that will speed up Unity a bit. There we go, I was gonna say this version, the one that I have. Also, while that's loading, I'm like, dang it, I gotta use the restroom. Okay, now are you loading? I'm gonna confirm that you're loading. And I'm like, I just sat down, and naturally, only now that I sat down, that I'm like, oh. Okay, you are loading. I'm going to be back. Okay, so what am I messing with now? I guess the crows to make sure that got over correctly. At least the beanstalk looks different already. So we go this way. Crow spawn chance is around 20%. Okay. Retro. Dadgummit. Just immediately with the like, no, it's dead. You done goofed it. At least it seems to, Well, I was talking about having the whole beanstalk wither away when it dies, but also, at least for now, at least you get to explore the beanstalk, even if it is kind of sad and dead. Only up 2 leaked? Did they do it only up 2? Oh, the corrupted leaves look a lot better. But yes, this does have some only up vibes. Although, it's actually got a lot of grow home or grow up. That's the actual game influence there. Well, I guess it is a little bit mix of all of them. Oh, wait. So are the spikes... Wait, so if I do this checkpoint, it's on top of the spikes. Does that mean I spawn on the spikes every time? Which is just kind of funny. Yes. I do spawn on the spikes there. That's hilarious. Yeah, okay, no, it does the just having a bunch of collectibles everywhere to run around and grab is just still way too easy to get sucked into, so. Do I have sounds on? Apparently I do. Is this the latest version even? This is... I pulled right when I sat down. I don't know if there was another pull or another thing to pull. I got the crows, so. My streams make it feel like joining a game jam is a good idea, but only fear not having enough time. That's the whole point of the game jam, is that you don't have enough time to do anything. So, that fear is, that's constant no matter what game jam you do. So. And I mean, it does get easier if you have people to work with a little bit too. Like if you're trying to learn everything and do everything all on your own, that's doable. That's most of the game jams I've done. But also, if you have somebody else to work with, that means like I was doing earlier, I could futz around with just listening to audio samples. Somebody else does actual work instead. So. Or at least I can do some of the more tedious work. Okay, let's kill the music. Because I'm not hearing anything. I also thought I had pulled the latest, but I don't know. Oh, wait. It's a sound manager. So this should be pulled into here. Because I don't think it said anything about issues. Sound manager. And then... I don't think I saw Unity update, though. And I'm on the sample scene, so this should be the right scene. So again, we're just gonna give it a restart because it was running slow earlier anyway. Check the audio mixers too. Sure. Once it's up, I can double check it. But I would definitely suggest game jams. If you want to learn game development, do some game jams. You'll learn at least time management at the worst, but ideally you'll learn some amount of game development as well. So, okay, that audio is on. The sound manager does exist. The master, sound effects, music. Sound does say it's on. It has 44 different sounds. I see we're using the ow and the yay. Or maybe. They're at least there. And then master, then global effects, kidnap, smoke. Oh, for the crows. And then probably have the Unity volume down or something. That's what I thought this was, but where do I find these? Assets master. Master. Game jams will probably give a better idea as to what to make. Are there any sites that aren't itch.io to find game jams? It's like, why do you want a non-itch.io jam? I mean, itch.io is a great place to go for game jams, but I've done some on GameJolt as well. So, and check the Windows volume. I know I have it pretty quiet on my end, so I could bump it up on my end and see. Yeah, like one of the game jams I did was on here, on GameJolt. So you could possibly check GameJolt to see if they have game jams. But itch.io has its own, like, whole dedicated spot for finding game jams. Somewhere. Jams, duh. It's got a whole tab for game jams, and then it has the whole, like, thing here. Okay. Volume there, volume here. Play the game. Is there supposed to be... Wow. Maybe I should not eat chocolate or chocolate-covered coffee beans. Dadgummit. So is there supposed to be the background audio? Is there supposed to be the sound effect audio? Beanstalk? Why did you maximum extend there? Water sound effects, background audio. Oh, duh, this should have a falling in the water sound effect, because I didn't grab that. Again, it's one of those things, if I was listening to water sound effects, I didn't even think of, like, oh yeah, the whole place is surrounded in water, and if you fall in the water... Jump sound effect, water sound effects, background audio. Didn't push them, gonna pull them again. For some reason, all I found at GameJolt last time I went there were low effort games. I think that's a lot of the stuff on GameJolt. I know somebody I know that is in my area, made a game that was or put one of their games on GameJolt, so it was a little better. But And I can't say like my stuff is high effort stuff. I haven't messed with Game Jolt in forever. My cuz my okay, let's do the poll so that I can let that just sort of like fetch. Can you find the new info? But yeah, I have my link tree that I have in itch.io at Game Jolt and IndieDB. And these have like kind of languish. I haven't updated my portfolio on these in forever. But my itch.io is updated. It's because I also like this one the best. I feel like it's the most used, and I think it's the most example sound playing. Yeah, I'm like, is there another place to find quality games beyond like Steam or like the main storefronts? I think you're kind of out of luck. I mean, even itch.io is full of a lot of not quality games, but that's because you have a lot of jam games that it's hard to make something very quality in a short amount of time. Is it because I have changes that I don't actually have, you dumb? These are just... I didn't change nothing. Yeah, okay. I literally have not changed anything this time. No audio or nothing. So, everybody now. You... What? Okay, everybody now? I thought it was shift. What do you mean? Okay, here, and then shift this. There we go. Now I want to get rid of all of this because I did not make any changes. Discard the changes. Will you be arrested if the Game Jam theme is announced early and start working on it early? I mean, if it's announced early, then that's on them. That's not on you. If that's somebody leaked the Jam theme early, then yeah, probably not a great idea. But I mean, you can sit there and document stuff as much as you want. Like, nobody can stop you on that, so. It's officially shown. Well, if they announce the theme, then work on it. I mean, it's look at what the rules are, too, if the rules say. Like, Because there's, I think most of them are like you can use whatever assets you have access to in a lot of cases. And which I've done before, where I'm like, okay, I've used. There we go. Okay, you done? So now let's see if this updates. Because even the last Pirate Software Jam game I did, I used my character creator that I've used on previous projects that I did not make for that jam. So... I mean, even here, this sound manager was not made for this jam. This was made for something else. I mean, most of them are pretty lenient. There's only a few jams that are, like, specifically, like, here's some money reward. There we go. There's a crow. What? Ah! Oh no. Oh. Read the rules and it says you can use stuff from other projects as long as the project you're submitting is created during the game jam. Yeah, I was gonna say most of them are. That is the rule. It's just sort of as long as it's created during the jam, you can use whatever. Oh, did I have a... Let go of me, you fiend! Oh, is there a... Ouch. Okay, so there's no ow. But I don't know that I picked up a mushroom bounce sound effect as well. Just implemented 2 sounds. Okay, did I mention a... Why is my keyboard so dang loud? I did buy a fancy keyboard that was pretty loud. So, it's a... It says on my Twitch what kind of keyboard it is. Yeah, I didn't realize until after I got it that I'm like, this is like heckin' loud. I wanted a loud keyboard, but it's like a heckin' loud keyboard. And my mic isn't too far from the keyboard either. So. Oh, just implemented the 2 sounds, and then I can look at how you did it and do the rest. Okay. Sounds good. Okay, mushroom bounce. I don't recall getting that one. Mushroom bounce. Okay. Again, I'm messing with audio, but hopefully I can do a little bit of music. So, the jump sound effect and the water pickup are both done, meaning those are the ones I can look at. So, and I was implementing the water pickup last time anyway, so that should tell me how do. Although both of them are on the player character anyway, which I think is all under this. Why? Yeah, I was chilling. I was just chilling at lunch. No problems. And then I go sit down and I think about doing anything. And it's like, time for sleepy. What do you mean? I slept too much last night. Okay. Sound manager.instance.play one shot random from list. Okay, so there is a random as well. And then was the water drop? Was that also randomized? Okay, so there's that one. Sound manager instance play one shot random from list. Yeah, okay. Pick a random from list and then also apply a random pitch to them. Okay, I thought I heard a slightly... I heard some slight pitch to it, which I know really helps make it not get repetitive. Okay, so that means the... jump sound effects seem to have been implemented. So flower activation, let's go do that one. So let's snag this. Okay, so the sounds list in the sound manager inspector. And I can add a new audio clip in that list. And then you can go click on the button that says create sound enums. And it automatically creates enums. Okay, so sound manager. Sound effects, music. Sounds. And then you can go click on the button that says create sound enums. And it automatically creates enums for the sounds. Okay, I'm not seeing the button, but I am seeing the list of sounds. Go to sound type, the button is there at the bottom of the component. How can I not see it? Sound type? I see the sound manager. I see the... Is it prefab? Is that what you were talking? Or the list here? I'm blind. Go back to the sound manager, and at the bottom of the component, there's a large create sound enums button. Ah. I was expecting it to be next to the sounds. Okay. I found it. It's all good. Because I thought it was related to this, not the whole thing, but okay. Well, I think sometimes I get trained on, like, this is what a button looks like. Is this size, and then it happens to be that size. So. But I think it looks like the sounds, most of the sounds to implement are already in this sounds list. But for adding sounds beyond that. So they should already be in there, I would assume. So that's the water droplet. Okay, how about... Oh, okay, and the sound manager's a... I'm assuming like a static thing or something. So it writes the, it writes to the sound type file. Okay. So. Just had the best idea. Good job. Best idea about what exactly? Okay, flower. Where it make flower? Flower spawn chance. Or rather, okay, wait, where's the flower? The checkpoint flower. I made the checkpoint flower script. I should know this. Herp de derp. Open, close, deactivate. So it should just be on this. Nah, I knew I was gonna do that. The third person controller here. So most likely I want the dings. I believe that's what I was thinking of. Or checkpoint, yeah. Checkpoint 1 through 8. Checkpoint 1 through checkpoint 8. Wonderful. Okay, yeah, just do that. There we go. Checkpoint 2. Checkpoint 3. Pain in the butt. Checkpoint 4. 5. 6. And 7. And 8. Because there was 9 if there wasn't there. Yeah, okay, checkpoint 8. Okay, so now let's see if that do the thing. Let's see if I understand this sample scene. Well, I'm not changing the scene. That's fine. I can test it on here. Because I'm changing the prefabs. Okay, it seemed to sound just fine. Let's go try another one of these. Oh, and I guess the pitch randomizes a little bit too. I didn't actually check to make sure that the pitch was okay or not. Okay, I should probably kill the music when I'm testing audio stuff. I don't want to sit there listening to so much silence. I can stand a little bit of silence. Well, I can stand it more when I'm not streaming. When I'm streaming, I feel like there's got to be some amount of noise. Either me making noise or the stream making noise. Okay. I was trying to test the checkpoints and I just ended up futzing around with the game again. So. Should be the flower activation. And then teleport. So that is also under the respawn. But... I don't know, that's here. Okay, in terms of game music, do you think generic YouTube stop music is the best? Or fully orchestra composed is the cheapest way? The cheapest way? Well, I think first it depends on the project. It depends on what kind of vibe that you're trying to go with for the project. But if you want cheapest, then I would say the, whatever is the cheapest price is what you're looking at there. Yeah, music is a very much depends on the project kind of thing. But pushed throwing droplets to the new build new branches. Throwing, okay, so you could throw a new branch at the thing. Creates a lot of chaos, but it costs 3 droplets to throw, and if you don't have 3, you can't throw. Okay. Active flower. Okay, there's my thing here. So that's nope. So then here, I want this there, this there, this. Back to you. Check. No, not a checkpoint. Teleport. I don't know if it'll work as a good teleport audio, but at least it'll be teleport sound effects. Oh, I guess if it randomizes the pitch a little bit, that'll make it sound at least a little bit different. Teleport sound effect. Okay, so now let's see if it does the teleport sound, and then I can pull the latest. Wow, why is the... What? Why is it going down to 6 frames a second when I move around? Actually, you know, that works fine. Sure, why not? So if you fall and you teleport. Ta-da! That's just kind of funny. That's just kind of goofy. Oh, Sound Manager is open. Click on something else. It has 32 audio sources in it. Okay. Interesting that it crashes it so bad if you have it open. Okay, so that is the teleport sound effects. And then can I pull in the latest? Pull. No, I can't because I have changes. Okay, I was like, it shouldn't take me too long to implement all the little audio things, I would think. Beanstalk growing sound effect, so... Because that was just here. Grow leaves and branches. So do another one of those sound manager whatevers. .instance.play one shot random. Well, is this sound manager a custom script, or is this a from somewhere? The custom. Okay. I guess it said it was custom, but I didn't know. Back. Okay, that's why I was clicking on Sound Manager. Branch grow sound effect 1 through 8. Branch grow sound effect 1, 2, 3. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so now I need to grow the thing. A Unity engine. Dot random. If you're gonna be picky like that, you know. Okay, now to see if it does. Yeah, okay, I can see why you wanted to use it, especially if it has an ability to do random sounds and also adds a little bit of pitch on the sounds too. Seems like a very useful script to have for different projects, especially for a game jam and stuff. I don't think I heard any branch growing sound effect. I could just do that on the music. Nah, let's just kill the music. Saves a lot of time, yeah. I need to have more stuff like that. Like just here, because I was doing that with other project where I'm like, okay, well, I'm gonna take the. I was scooping up the menu from one project and using it somewhere else and stuff. And I'm like, I think I need to formalize that process and like actually make it like an asset and stuff, or something like that, maybe. Okay, I did grow this thing again, right? I don't feel like I'm hearing the branch growing sound effect. If I'm not understanding where this is supposed to be. But... grow leaves and branches, grow leaves and branches. Create a new knot. It looks okay. I just didn't feel like I was hearing the sound effect. I don't know if the sound effects are also quiet or not too, but... So audio... Didn't think they were too quiet. Branch grow. Oh, that might be pretty quiet actually. Okay, it seems to be coming through on the stream okay. And I'm hearing it now if I turn it up a little bit. So now that I've turned it up a little bit, let's see if that comes through. Okay, yeah, I'm hearing it grow. Okay, not the greatest sound effect. Okay, but it actually is indicating that it's growing at least. Because I was kind of curious as to... I would just kind of look up and see. Okay, I very much just needed to turn this up on my end. Yeah, okay. Nah, not the best sound effect, but certainly a sound effect, so. You can bump up the volume in the script and give it a value higher than 1. Okay. I mean, it's okay. Like, yeah, I think I do want to bump it up just a smidge. Just a tad bit. Sound, volume, pitch, type. Oh, it's at a 7. Okay. There we go. So, maybe like a 9. Just a little bit. I'm like, it doesn't need to be a lot. It just seemed like it was kind of a quiet sound to start with, so. Yeah, okay, then actually turning up the volume properly. I can hear the background audio now too. Still a little quiet maybe, but that's okay. I think the background audio is a little quiet too. But that can be tweaked. Oh, it did that again. It did the super trunk again. Okay, that's working. So there does need to be a sploosh. It's like, oh yeah, a sploosh would be a sploosh would hit the spot when you're falling in the water. So it's beanstalk. Haven't messed with the hurt gliding. I haven't even pressed that button. And then those I haven't. Were those sound effects found? Or did I just copy paste things? Because at least I didn't find them. I probably just copy pasted things. The gliding sound effect is the last one. So, bro, you're panicking. I mean, you have no idea what's happening with this or with your game. I mean, your game looks super promising, but made so little progress today. Don't know if you'll finish. That's the problem. I was like, there's so many ideas that could be spun out of what you've made so far, and I'm like, hopefully you can narrow down on like just one or two to actually show off for the jam, because won't even be able to make custom window sizes because of how you made the window resizing. They make custom window sizes. That sucks. Well, I think if you can find some way to constrain the windows, I think that's really all you need. Like I said, I kind of, personally, I like the idea of just having some kind of peg that makes it so that you can't move the window past the peg. But I don't think that one's as intuitive either. I don't know, because like, I always get a little hesitant, like, when I do a game jam, that I don't go for those kind of puzzly jam things. Because I feel like it's hard to not only make the feature, but then also make a whole set of puzzles that show off the feature. But I think those are some of the jam games that do the best, too. Is if you can, then it's a good idea. Been trying to fix it for 4 hours now. Ooh, that sucks. Well, I mean, if you can just use what you already showed on the Discord, I can make levels out of that. Because I know some of that. Well, I guess it's if you have an ability to drag a window around anywhere, that's the issue. Because even if you made a bunch of goals in a bunch of different spots, then you're still just dragging the window to the goal. I was doing the gliding. Is gliding... Can't handle... Set gliding to false, set gliding to false, set gliding to true. So when you is gliding, you is playing the sound of gliding, which sounds suspiciously like a balloon inflating. Glide 1 through 13. Probably don't need that many, but it's also pretty easy to just crank through them, hopefully. Glide sounds are too long. Let's listen to a... It's like that doesn't seem super long. Oh, that one seems kind of long. I could just pick some of the shorter ones too. Okay, I might have just looked at one of the ones that was the short one and then Okay, yeah, no, if they're all long like that, then yeah, can definitely speed them up. Can use the short one only and use pitch. Okay, I could start with that and then. Yeah, I just grabbed a bunch just because I was like, oh, they're here. I did manage to find the one short one when I clicked randomly. That one's also not too long. Yeah, I think that Glide 4 is still just the one to use. Okay, yeah, let's just use that one to call it good. Okay, Glide 4. There. And then it should be doing the pitch at least a little bit, right? Yeah, pitch. Okay, so now let's do a little bit of gliding. See how that sounds, and then... what was all that about? Oh. Should just be when you start the glide. That's it. I think I just put it in the wrong spot. If it is gliding, then set gliding to false and set the... So this, I don't feel like thinking. I'm just gonna put it there and see what it does. If not gliding in there. Well, let's just see what this one does. This is one of those instances where I'm like, I don't want to read the code. Let's just test a thing and see if that works. Okay, that's when you stop gliding. So no, I did have it in the right spot. It does just need a, as you say. Let's put it right there. Yeah, I was gonna say, let's put it, let's move it. There. I caught it, I saw it. And then if it's not gliding, then it'll switch it to true after the fact. I'm a programmer. I am, in fact, a programmer. I am certainly one of the programmers. One of the ones to ever do it. Okay. There we go. Don't know. What are you supposed to do? I don't know either. Even this project I'm only working on simply because somebody finished a lot of it. It was just like, oh, well, if somebody already finished the project, I guess I'll work on it. Because I bounced around ideas a bunch at the beginning too. I was like, well, I could do this because I thought of the idea a while ago. I could do that because I thought of the idea a while ago. Mushrooms. Mushrooms need a sound effect. And I almost decided to not make this game. Well, the reason I decided to make the game was because you had already finished it. I was just like, oh, I can work on a thing that's already done. Sure. I still kind of like my make your own hot air balloon idea, but that was it's way too big of a project for any. It's most definitely way too big of a project for me. Once I no. Shoot. You didn't finish it? Well, you finished a whole heck of a lot more than I think I would have been able to accomplish in 4 days, so. Ah! I think it'd be obnoxious if I did that every time, but. Okay. So. 40 FPS with that many verts when you look down? There was some optimizations done. I don't know what was done because I was not the one. I've been doing all the soft skill stuff, except for the audio. The audio I've been working on. Oh, but let's see if I look up then. Does that where's the there we go. Oh, I only get 700 something verts here. Or 700k verts. Okay, so that is the gliding sound effect done. So I need a sploosh and a bounce. Oh, and the background audio, I believe, was added. Probably do want a hurt on spike sound effect too, but yeah, still room for more optimization. Well, like I said, there's still the gameplay thing of like if you actually make the branches disappear over time too, that'll also solve the problem. Okay, so that is the audio. So started the audio implementation. I believe there was more to pull down, right? Yes. Meaning I need to get rid of all of this dumb stuff. No, body and branch? No, those are the prefabs. I don't believe I changed those prefabs. It's just those other scripts. So here to here. Okay, well, what does it say I changed? No changes, no changes. You're going out of your way to tell me every time you didn't change anything. Thank you. Okay, discard that. Okay, now that was the sound manager. That's the sound manager. That's also the sound manager, and that's also the sound manager. Okay, so stage all. And then commit being we'll do started implementing audio because there's still some more audio to be implemented. Started implementing audio. So please try the droplet throw. I'm gonna go take a shower. Stink like a gnome. Yeah, gnomes probably are stinky. It's like one of those. No, I can't argue that. They live in the ground in the dirt. I don't think that helps for covering up smells. So started implementing audio. So add those. And then should be able to push that, or do I want to pull this first? And then I think I will need to do a double push then, right? To push my changes and then push the merge of the changes. Let's see if the... Oh, and this will have the background audio going. I need a third droplet or something, right? Ah! Immediately snagged by a crow. Why, you bastard? Okay. I need one droplet. That's it. Okay, now can I do a throw? I can. Well, it's got a nice base to it there. Okay, 3 droplets, and then... Oh, I think we need some kind of reticle. To, Okay, but it appears to be working. Well, that does let you get up a lot higher, doesn't it? Okay, wait. I want to just use... I want to grow it out of the top of the thing. I want to make an abomination. So, there. And then I want to collect some more water. To... There we go. So now, did I break it? Since I grew a branch out of the middle of the thing. I mean, it doesn't look immediately gummed up, but that's okay. Oh, bye-bye, corrupted. No! You bastard! Okay, but we'll definitely need a reticle for throwing the seeds. No, you bastard! Dadgummit. Okay, it's doing that again. Well, I guess now you can use that to climb higher. If you want to climb higher. I guess it doesn't give you droplets, though. Is it useful, or is it just creating clutter? I think in its current implementation, it's a little cluttering. But I think it's also because it's growing kind of straight up. And I don't know if that's the way I'm throwing it, or if that's kind of how it's meant to be happening, or what. So if I do that... whoops. Okay, apparently you can't grow off of there. Nope, that ain't happening. Do I want it to grow off of the normal that it hits? Probably, because I think you do want it to stick straight out as opposed to straight up. Well, it's just because, like, here, I have a hard time jumping up to that to even make use of it. Because I think that's kind of what you would want it as, is an extra platform. You throw it, and then you get another platform. That crow said no, we're going straight through the beanstalk. But that'll be harder, but we can achieve it. At least, because like, and it could just be a leaf too. I mean, you could just throw it and it gives you a leaf that you can jump off of. It doesn't have to necessarily be yet another branch that you're sprouting. It also doesn't seem to be sticking every time, but that's okay too. Yeah, I think because you want to use it to climb higher, and when it's sticking out straight up like that, it makes it harder to climb. But I think it's just something like leaves and mushrooms, not necessarily a whole branch, is also fine too. Like, it doesn't have to be a big extra. Like, if you can just place more objects, that's fine as well. I don't have a bouncy ball, do I? I can't just like bounce a ball off of my keyboard and say, hey, that's a bounce. Or my desk, rather. I wouldn't want to bounce it off my keyboard. A water sploosh. Because one of these has a pretty good sploosh, right? Although, since I was using the film cow sounds, is there any good other film cow sploosh? There's some water splooshing, right? I mean, I have a bottle and I have a cup here. I could probably drop something in a cup and get a nice sploosh too. Okay, what are these scoops? I even have a gnome. I have a couple different small gnome figurines. I even have a Lego gnome sitting on top of my webcam that I could drop in some water and get a nice sploosh going. If I want very specifically a gnome falling into the water. Okay, doesn't appear to be any sploosh sounds, and now I'm kind of like, I could just fill a glass of water and drop a gnome in it. See if that gets me a nice sploosh. Okay, but did the tunes have water sound effects? Just out of curiosity. The answer appears to be no, no splooshes. Okay. Like, I feel like, okay, we're gonna go grab some stuff. I feel like it should Okay, I have a cup of water. I have a gnome. Let's see if I can get some good sploosh sound effects out of it. Or if that's going to just be a little silly. So, Audacity again. And let's turn this around. It's been a little quiet. Yeah, it's just the... Okay, I want to get the water sounds, though. That had a nice kind of sploosh to it. Did any of that work? Okay, there we go. Old Audacity? I don't know. This is just what I have. Probably some better stuff, but okay, let's see if any of that worked. Kinda. Not as much. Okay, was this one okay? Oh, I mean like the old version. As in, it doesn't automatically update? That's okay. I just thought it'd be fun to do it, like, accurately with a gnome toy. That's not bad. A couple of those might work. There's a hitting the bottom of the cup is getting kind of lost in there too. That's okay, whatever. It's some accurate water splooshes that are specific to. This is what it sounds like when a gnome hits the water. So, try normalizing him. I should know where this button is. All of this stuff is just like stuff I should know. I'm learning something new every single time. Again, it affects. Okay. Effect normalize. Just everybody now. I've managed to get it to where it records correctly before, and I don't remember how to do that. But, because I think I've also turned this up. Yeah, the recording volume. Okay, wait, do I need to do, like, select everything? And then do the normalize? Because it didn't seem to change it much. I'm not seeing a difference. Oh, it doesn't change much because I have a peak. Well, and that probably is the... Because I know you can mess with the volume on it there, but... Branches grow towards the hit normal is now added. Okay. And the... Well, it's really just good. I want this. audio, and I'm like, it has the cup click in there. No, I got other ones that I can use. So now if I get rid of this and then do normalize. Okay, there we go. Seems to have boosted it a little better. You could try amplify too instead of normalize. Okay, so new peak amplitude. The normalize seemed to have worked. Yeah, okay. I think these were on the desk, so the on the desk ones can go. Okay, that was me fishing the gnome out of the cup. There. Okay, so export this. We're just gonna say, so water splash. Water splash. 1. Water splash 2. And water splash 3. Not the best, because you can hear the cup in there. But who cares? It is some nice... Okay, it is some splash sound effects of some kind that are as accurate as I could get to a gnome hitting the water. So... music... Maybe not. Okay, whatever. Music. There we go. Water splash. Water splash. And then that is on the character. Is it a respawn that it does the if it goes below the water level? Oh, okay, here, water level is respawning and it's below the water level. Then it should play the audio for spolutioning. Ah, and then this is where I need to add the sound manager. Add the audio for the water splash. Add the audio for the water splash. Audio for the water splash. There we go. sound enums. Enums created. And then here, water splash 1. Water splash 2. Water splash 3. Okay. So that should be when you fall in the water, you should get a sploosh. And I could get rid of this water at this point. Onto my plants you go. Going too ambitious for the game. Well, it's you've got an idea that can go in so many different directions. Like that's why I was able to link like, oh, look at this game, look at that game, look at this other game. I think it's why I get so stickler about the theme, is because I'm like, okay, if I can hit the theme as specific as possible, then I don't end up making something too big for the jam. And then I end up making something too big for the jam anyway. But I try to rein in the idea by making it specific. So, because I mean, this one was originally supposed to be multiplayer, maybe. Or the original intent on this was to make it multiplayer so that it's a, like an, built to scale on like an MMO kind of interpretation of the theme. But then I said, yeah, multiplayer in 4 days is way too much. So that's why we're not attempting multiplayer. Like it took me 2 weeks to do a multiplayer jam, and even that, I got it working between my computer and my laptop, and then could not get it any further than that. So the sploosh is what I was testing. Sploosh. That's from Holes, right? The foot deodorant stuff was called sploosh. Oh, duh. That didn't. Oh, it's because it's not when you hit the water. It's when you hit the. Okay, the water level is below where the actual water is. Or it's because of the... Wait, water level is... What is the water level? It's just a number. Okay. It's supposed to be set to whatever the plane of the water is. Water. I think it's kind of silly to put this inside of the character, but I kind of want to, simply because then it'll actually trigger when you hit the water instead of below the water, which it's doing now. And then if you move the water, it'll still be accurate. Or I could just bump up the number. Where are you again? There. Gonna polish some stuff until midnight, and then tomorrow I'm gonna fix some bugs and make custom window scales and stuff and plan out the levels. Yeah, I think you're at a scary spot if you're planning out levels at this point. Like, because we're doing menus and audio and stuff. And then that leaves you more time to polish and stuff. Final day, you're just gonna polish everything and menus and stuff. Maybe it's doable. Well, I think you've got an interesting idea, but I don't think you've got an interesting game right now, unfortunately. Like, I think it looks really cool. And I would be excited to play a game about that. But I think what you have shown so far does not look like a game. Which I would know, because that's many of my projects. So I'm like, oh wow, I'm so enamored with this idea. It's like, this looks super promising. And then it's like, oh wait, now you gotta actually make levels and stuff. Yeah, I think somebody else mentioned the chromatic aberration. And it is cool. But it does make it slightly harder to look at. It might be a matter of theming too. A lot of this just looks like basic squares. So I think even just adding a little bit of color or a little bit of like making it look like a computer screen or something might help. I think this is the secondary reason why I make a lot of procedurally generated games, is because then I don't have to worry about making levels. As long as the core level works, that means the whole thing is done, is good. Ah, this was the wrong one to mess with. No. Okay, there we go. Okay, that's really all it was. It's just the water levels at the wrong spot. Oh, well, I can do it here then. Assets, not Gnome T-pose, but profab. Gnome at T-pose. I don't see a gnome at T-pose. Okay, so I guess there is no prefab of the character. Okay, but the sploosh is working, it's just the water level's in the wrong spot. So get splooshed. And now mushroom bounce. I don't have a bouncy ball, do I? And then I don't think I saw a bounce in the film cow stuff. Yeah, the slide whistles. Yeah, no, there's not going to be a bounce in any of these other ones. I feel like there was springs in here, though, for some reason. That may or may not sound like a bounce. Yeah, spring. Spring sprung? There's spring strung, but not spring sprung. That's not bad. Okay, I clicked on that one, and that one was not good. It's okay. Okay, let's read the... Okay, let's think about the way we think about how we can change the way we build different kinds of foliage. Change foliage type through number keys between vine, mushroom, leaf, flower, and then you can buy and get seeds from the upgrade screen that show up as upgrades. Instead of upgrading, you can increase the seeds of mushrooms, for example. Then you can shoot mushrooms. It randomly sets your next throw type, and in the UI, you can see what you're going to build if you throw. I mean, that sounds good to me. That makes sense. You buy whatever seeds you want, and then you throw via... could do the scroll wheel as well, instead of number keys. You could scroll through different items to throw. And then throw it. Oh, also, we should add a... scroll wheel zooms, but we can change that. Yeah, I don't know that we're messing with zoom, and I know the zoom messes up the shadow, right? Still, because we could just overwrite the shadow zoom with change item instead. Because I don't think I've actually changed the zoom in a while. Yeah, it messes up the shadow. So yeah, we can just like, at least I haven't felt a need to change the zoom. I don't know if other people will want to, but... I think I need it slightly more zoomed out. That's probably good. It, like... Yeah, we could pick whatever zoom level. Yeah, I think it would just be easier to figure out which item that you want to throw based on the scroll wheel, personally. As opposed to the number keys. I'm terrible about using the number key. Anytime I have to use the keyboard, I'm like, nope, I'm too dumb. So... then I have to go look at my hands. Okay, I was looking at bounce for the mushroom, and I think that one spring sound effect sounded fine. Is it this one? That's okay. No, there's a lot of these that are not great. I don't have a spring or like a bouncy ball lying around anywhere, do I? I have like a foam ball. That's not gonna get a bounce. Okay, it was really only spring 3, right? Yeah. It's not good, but it's not... it's usable. It's something. That crows are afraid of the checkpoint flowers? If you can do that easily enough, which it sounds like you should be able to if it's able to chase down the player, then I think that's a good idea. Because there was a couple of crows that just, like, I kind of just started moving around and they got grabbed by a crow. I don't know if there's a good way to run away from them. They seem to be just kind of a hazard, and you're like, oh, I guess I'm out here now, so... oh, but you could throw things at them now, too. So I guess if you throw something at a crow... I can imagine the physics going crazy if they get, like, a mushroom grown on their face and then they go plunge into the ocean. So... that's usable. Yeah, I don't think I have any... do I have a rubber band? I have rubber band somewhere. Let's see if I can use that. Shoot, they're not in here, are they? Okay. Okay, and I found the rubber bands I was thinking of too. I got the thick, I got the medium, and the thin rubber bands. Let's see if that could give me some good, like... Nah. It's not that bounce. It's not that, like, spring. It is a rubber band, yeah, but that's not... Dang it. It's just, it sounds very metal, but it's like, it's something. Okay, again, this is one of the scenarios of something's probably better than nothing, so... I guess this... Joe Mungus. A rubber band twang? Oh, that's like sci-fi kind of sounding. Maybe. I mean, it is like ideally I wouldn't use a rubber band. I kind of wanted more like I guess there are those door. It's one of those things like, you know, playing as a kid with those little like door stopper things. That yeah, okay, some of those like really big. I like those kind of like longer. Nah. I guess maybe I could do my own rubber band sounds. Actually, I think that's pretty good. That might work. Okay, what was the spring? Because I was also sounding like that was kind of good. So, not that we gotta get this picky about the... No, okay, that's... that's too crunchy. Okay, something like that, maybe. See if that came out okay. It sounds so muted compared to what I'm hearing with my earballs. Maybe one of the other rubber bands? I think I did want it lower rather than higher, so... See if we do like... That just sounds nice and loud to me. But it didn't seem to be picking up on here very well. It's probably fine. This is one of those like going way too in depth with it. Should just pick something and go. I mean, that's not bad. That's kind of fun. It's almost a bit much. Yeah, I was gonna say that's a metal. It's like that's a metal. Because this is a rubber rubbery mushroom, so that's kind of why I was thinking rubber ball or rubber band, as opposed to like a cartoon metal sound effect. I don't know. At this point, I'm kind of okay with just going with this, just using a rubber band and calling it good. Okay, if I'm saying it's muted, what if I just take the pop filter off? Let's try that. I can record on a second track, right? So, something like that, maybe. Okay, so mute you. Try this without the pop filter. Yeah. Okay, I like it without the pop filter. Okay. The without pop filter bounces I'm okay with. I don't know if you want to do the other. At least me personally, I'm good with this at this point. Using this as the mushroom bounce sound effect, but I could also be talked into one of the other ones too, so fine with whatever you want. Okay. I'm good with this then. It kind of seems like you're doing gameplay implementation and I'm doing the other supporting stuff, which is totally fine. There's a third rubber band that is now missing. And it is going to stay missing. I don't want to look for it right now. Okay. So it was just taking off the pop filter and then I was a little happier with it. So this is the mushroom. Okay, well, bounce. No, mushroom. Well, yeah, mushroom bounce is fine. Well, that's one of those things. Like, I always get worried that, like, oh, somebody's going to point at it and say, this is just Grow Home. But then I'm like, how many people have played Grow Home? And will they even care? And it's like, how many people that have played Grow Home would love to play a game that includes a gnome? That's always the danger of, like, trying to make something very innovative, is that you end up, like, you don't need to do that. As long as you make something, like, it's Stardew Valley is really kind of just more Harvest Moon, and yet continues to sell like crazy because people just want more Harvest Moon. I think there needs to be some separation though, because like if you make something that's the exact copy, then the question is, well, why play the copy when you can play the original? But I think as long as there is a difference, and there's gonna tend to be a difference when it's two different people making the same thing. But okay, music. I just added some mushroom bounces. Mushroom bounce. Mushroom bounce. So this is that a prefab on the mushroom? Or is that the player that's bouncing it? Okay, that's the okay. Well, oh, so you have to be going a certain speed to bounce it? Okay, so at this point, do... I was gonna say one of these. Mushroom. And then I need to go into here. And add the mushroom bounces. Okay, I'm bringing back some music. I wish to listen to something. Oh, that's Water Splash 3 twice. Okay, mushroom bounce 1, and a 2, and a 3, and a 4. 4 mushroom bounces. Okay, enum's created. Then I can go in here and do a munch room. Let's go get rid of these rubber bands. Well, I'll have to go clean up that. Oh, there's the other rubber band. Pain. There we go. Again, I will go deal with that later. Okay, mushroom bounce 1. 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so hopefully that is some bouncy mushrooms. And then there was something I was supposed to be testing a long time ago, and then I got very sidetracked by. Okay, branches grow towards the hit normal. That's the thing that I have not pulled and tested. Okay, I know I just started up the music, but you're gonna need to take a break here. So that I can test mushroom bounciness. Took a shower and everything and haven't tested it. I was messing with, Okay, no, that is perfectly fine. That works. Fantastic. Some mushroom bounce, actually. Okay. Okay, so stop messing with it. I tested the mushrooms. So, yeah, I don't know how you keep getting all these things done. I'm like, I added an audio thing, and you're like, I added a crow that flies around and picks you up and flies you off into space. Oh. I added a second audio thing. The beanstalk grows in an entirely different way. Oh. So, I can pull stuff down and push some stuff. Worked professionally as a rapid prototyper. Okay. That's cool. So this is entirely your element. Which I thought I was good at doing game jams, having done 30-something game jams or something, but... You have seen that as a job description. Have you enjoyed doing rapid prototyping? I was sort of a prototyper at my last job. Wasn't a rapid prototyper, and that was kind of more based on they just didn't know what they wanted for projects. So they're like, hey, just play around with something, I guess. Have you enjoyed making 51 games in 8 months? That's seems like a lot of games in 8 months. Well, I would assume that you have, simply because you're doing a game jam in your free time to do yet another rapid prototype game jam. So... Okay, yeah, I did not want to change the sample scene. I'm just adding audio stuff, so all of this stuff can go. This small branch, no changes. Okay. The sound type, I did add some enums to it. And then I added the sound manager for those, and I added a bunch more audio. So I do need to commit before I pull it though, right? It'll complain. Wait, so have any of those 51 games turned into, like, actual projects? Or have they all just been kind of completed and that's it? Or I guess completed as a rapid prototype can be. Oh, I guess I did pull? Thrown vines grow towards the normal. Hyper-casual prototypes made for a publisher, but couldn't make any of them a success, but got paid. That's always the best. At least you're getting paid for cranking out a bunch of cool prototypes and stuff. But kind of a bummer that... Well, and the... Couldn't make any of them a success as in, like, they didn't make infinite money, or they just didn't make much money. Because I know for me, if I make money off of a game, that would be a success. But, threw all of them to the trash. That's a bummer. Oh, okay, so as in they didn't even... Because I was assuming there was some sort of alpha stage, right? That you actually put, like, at least you get a player or two? Or was it all just internal company testing? Okay, so I'm good to stage all of this. Because that's my sound manager changes. And then commit. They test with 100 installers or so, okay. So then this was added. Mushroom. And wait, respawn? Oh, I guess, oh yeah, that was the water splash. Mushroom bounce. Okay, added splash. Added bounce and splash. Audio. Are you still getting to do rapid prototyping stuff? Or is that I was under the assumption that a lot of that mobile stuff is very contract, like, okay, you did the thing, now bye-bye. So, stopped working for mobile? Okay. I can imagine that's being fun, but cranking out that many games in 8 months is also, like, gotta be a lot. Especially mobile. It's like there's, like, a certain type of game that you do for mobile that, like, so this should be good to commit. And then pull. Soul absorbing. Okay. Well, it's one of those things too where I'm like, I'm not huge on working in military sim stuff, but I know mobile is also not fun. It's not a good time either. So it's like it just kind of. It's definitely one of those, like, I would want to slowly work my way up that, or it's like I feel like you kind of have to slowly work your way up the ladder. I at least switched from web development to Unity. Now, ideally, I could switch from Unity to actually, like, game development, even if it is soul crushing. Okay, and then I should be good to push it. Doesn't seem like I'm conflicting on anything. And I guess I already pulled this stuff. Oh yeah, thrown vines grow toward normal. I grabbed that already, so I should be good to push my added audio stuff. Yeah, okay, this is definitely much better than the stupid Git GUI thing. Wait, so if you're not working for mobile, are you working, or did you make us to switch to a different company? Or are you looking for stuff now? Looking for work. Oh, working on your own for that project? That's cool. That's fun. Yeah, that was my my attempt back at the end of the year where I'm like, I am absolutely sick of trying to work for this company. They don't know what they want. And I'm just sitting around doing nothing. And then I quit, and a month later had a kidney stone issue and was like, nope, because the US sucks. I need to have health care. So back to work. I got a month break. And that was it. I am testing the throw towards the normal and my audio changes. My audio changes were this. Oh no! So you're that confident in doing Boruto full time? Because I do think it's great. Personally, I'm not super huge on the meme theming, but I think the actual core gameplay is fantastic. So, the sound manager does not appear to have been updated correctly. Sound manager? Yeah, you didn't... Did I toss my sound manager changes? I didn't mean to toss my sound manager changes. Sound type. Oh, I did toss the sound manager changes. Think it has potential. No, I definitely think it has potential. Like I said, personally, I'm not huge on the meme theming, but the core gameplay has a lot of potential. I was doing... Okay, the water droplet. What did I add after the water droplet? Shoot. Are these in order? Background to main menu to water drop. Water splash. No, these are not in order. Shoot. Most people won't understand that they're memes anyway. Well, and I know for me, I'd be able to pick... I could pick out a couple memes where I'm like, oh, that's Thurston the Cat. But it is a unique theme. I think you'll hook some people with it. But yeah, my personal opinion is that Super Auto Pets, like that grew despite its art style, not because of it. Because like when I saw that Northern Lion video of Super Auto Pets, I'm like, why does he look like he's playing a kid's game? And then watched enough videos and was like, oh, that's why he's playing a kid's game. This is awesome. So. Okay, so now mushroom bounce. Oh, that means I gotta... Shoot, I didn't mean to get rid of my sound... I saw sound type and thought I was good, and apparently I got rid of my sound manager changes. Yeah, I still kind of believe in the ideas that I was working on for the Theory Crafter and the other Bomb Squad project. But again, Bomb Squad I think was too big of a project. Trying to make a procedural card/chess game. It's like, okay, that's too big. And then Theory Crafter, which was the skill tree building roguelike. I think that's still a great idea. But I gotta... Oh, it's because it was in the sample scene. That's why. Because I got rid of the sample scene changes, thinking I hadn't changed anything. Whoops. Okay. So now are you gonna complain? There we go. There we go. Okay, that's... Okay, I'm not seeing anything that's immediately sticking out to me as like... Oh, we don't have the crow noises in, but that's... I haven't messed with that. So, crow noises would probably help. Well, I hope doing game jams with me has not distracted you too much from the working on Boratro, if that's supposed to be kind of the main project. Wow, I'm surprised how much that rubber band sound effect just works. I wasn't super happy with it, and now that we actually have it implemented, I'm like, oh no, that's great, that's fine. That crow is obnoxious and relentless. Oh, and then it's gone. Okay. It's okay for to take a few days off from it. I mean, it's kind of interesting to take a time off from game development to do more game development. But... Well, then I'm very glad I'm slapping your name on the project and stuff too, because it's like that is a big part of getting a game out there, is getting a name out there too. Okay, like I said, there's no... Oh, I guess the spikes. There's no owl on the spikes. Could probably do owl for the the crow catching you too, which I think I did write down the owl as a... Okay, so that's a mushroom bounce has been implemented. Yeah, hurt. A hurt sound effect. I think that's kind of the last thing though, audio-wise. Okay, so is that, do you want me to make the sound manager into a prefab, or is that something you'll do? Okay, I'm not sure what to work on next then. I can do it? Okay. As in, slap this under prefab. Profab. It's not a UI thing. So, into the thing you go. Prefabbed. Oh, and then this sound manager prefab should have all of the audio. Okay, and then that means I'm not running over changes in the sample scene. So if I don't save the sample scene, then don't know if that'll... Okay, so... Well then, yeah, definitely keep me up to date on Boratro then, if that's like the main project. I would like to support that as much as I can. Started making upgrades and then moved on to throwables. Okay. Oh, I didn't test the branch growing out of the normal either. Oh, we don't have a reticle. I think if we're gonna have throwing towards the center of the screen, we need a reticle of some kind. So I can continue implementing upgrades and have some responsibility. I can add a reticle? Okay. Although that's on this sample scene again. I don't know where your upgrade changes are going, so I don't know if that's on the sample scene, and I don't want to accidentally steamroll over those with a reticle, so. Okay, sample scene's mine for now. Okay. So I just want a UI element. Image. Grab the circle. Stick it in the middle. Shrink it a lot. Make it black. Is that showing up? It's probably too small. Maybe 10 by 10 just to see if I can see it. Okay, wait, reticle? Are you there? Worked on it, but made my thing a prefab, so adding it later. Reticle? Where are you at? Okay, there's the little branch growing out of the thingamabob. So then if I do that there. Yeah, okay, I think that's a little more useful. To have a little branch that grows out like that. Yeah, even there, when it's growing a little sideways. Okay, I was trying to find the reticle, not testing the branch thing. Reticle. That's what you're supposed to be. I'm realizing it's going to be sitting inside of the character. But that's okay, I suppose. Why are you, oh, this. 10. There we go. Okay. So maybe like a 7 and a 7. Or a 5. There, it doesn't need to be big. It just needs to be, just needs to exist. Music. I can put the music back on again. I'm not messing with audio. It's probably not. It probably is. Vertical? Yeah, okay, I didn't think so. There we go. Let's do that in the correct. There we go. Ridicule. That's what I get for spelling reticle wrong. No, I can have a sense when things are off, and yet not. I don't know. I felt like having a... Oh, it's because the throw... It's because I'm trying to put it at like a... Where's the throw going to throw the thing? And it's not at the center of the thing there. Well, it's like slightly above the character though, right? Whoops. Whoops. It throws with an arc, yeah, okay. So maybe I just put the reticle just a little higher, because I'm like, it's just pointing at the gnome. It looks like the gnome just has a scope on him now. So if I just move it up a little bit, maybe that'll give a little more sense of, here's where you're throwing your thing. Something like that. I mean, it's probably one of those, like, put the whole, like, dots on screen and show the arc of where the thing is gonna go, but... Ugh, it's because I need a third one. Headgummit. Yeah, okay. So now if I throw it down, though... Thanks, buddy. Okay, so now if I throw this down... Is that 3 of them? Yes. Meaning it did not go anywhere near the reticle. Right? Or was that the issue because I was throwing it straight down again? Okay, so if I grab 1, and I grab 2, and I grab 3, and then I look down, but not straight down, I'd say, okay, I want to throw it like there. No, I guess the reticle is kind of working. Yeah, I think it just needs to be some semblance of a reticle. It's because it's, oh, vector 3 up and not camera transform up. I don't think it's a problem. Okay, and I think I want white, actually. Okay. I don't want to look at sounds right now. I'll go away with the sounds. I looked at the sounds. I grabbed that link already. Oh, I should throw that in the credits. I don't need to look at my YouTube anymore. Just crow things again. Let's just crow things again. That's all my links yet again. I don't need a million links. Yeah, this is one of those scenarios where it's like, oh, you've done a lot of heavy lifting on the project. I have work the next 2 days, so I'm pretty sure you're gonna do some more heavy lifting on the project. Okay. Oh, that was a small fix. That's an easy one that I saw on here when I got far enough along. The water container text needed to be a little wider. Like a 300? Let's scooch it back over this way a little bit. Okay, because the test is really just if I get 999 out of 999. Okay, it does not. Because it was getting up over 100. Let's just do 1,000. Let's just check. 1,000 out of 1,000. Okay, there. I think the computer would explode long before it hits that, but now the text does not actually. It's actually, the text is in a good spot now. Okay, so this is gonna go back to 0 out of 2, since I think that's just where it starts. So that is... I fixed a bug. Ta-da! Yeah, I don't think that's gonna be a fixable thing. That's just a camera thing, so... It's gonna be hard to explain the throw mechanic to the player. Yeah, I think so too. I think right now we're getting away without doing a tutorial, and I think you can get away without doing a tutorial with the simplicity of the. Because I don't think you even need to know about gliding, as long as you can move around, and then the. Yeah, as long as you can figure out moving around. And then picking up the water droplets. That's good, but then the, try tutorial during the title screen. You can move your character. Well, my tutorial did not turn out good when I did stuff, so... Get out of here. Get out of here. No? There we go. Did not want to fall off. Oh, and then have we changed the beanstalk death rate at any rate? Because I think it is a little, tutorial during the title screen where you can move and throw things. I mean, that's a good spot to put it for sure. Although I don't know how wait, so if I do... Can I glitch out the... Still fast, didn't touch it. Okay. Okay, it seemed like I glitched out the glide animation there for a second. Now that I'm trying to get it to do it, it's not doing it, so... Whatever. Okay, and then since I can change it in the body game object. Okay. The other thing I wanted to mess with is the water level. No, the player water level can be set back to 0. Doesn't need to fall that deep into the water before it resets. If the sample scene is my scene to mess with now. Ha 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 ha. It's all mine now. For today, and then it's all yours tomorrow and the next day. Decay rate. I don't know. I want to do like 4 times as slow. I don't know what it was originally, but... Really? We're gonna just grab me immediately? Gee, thanks. No! Okay, now it feels like I could explore a little bit before the thing just immediately starts dying. Dadgummit. Ah! No, I don't want to turn on sticky keys. I was just mashing the shift key. I think it should be somewhat fast with the upgrades, so you can slow it down or catch it up easier. Well, we have to implement the upgrades. At least for now, I just kind of want to mess around with it at a nice slow rate, especially if the crow is going to be a bastard. Dadgummit. Yeah, it's because like this, I'm like, it's this nice slow rate, and I'm still having a hard time trying to keep up with it. Because there's just enough hazards and enough platforming that I'm having a hard time with it. You goof. There we go. Now I can get up. No! You bastard crows! I don't know. I feel like this should almost be some other mechanic instead of it just grabs you. Like you could try to fly it somewhere else or do something that instead of just wait for them to let you go. No! Didn't expose the crow variables. You can check the code to make it easier. Okay. Well, yeah, because I don't want it to be like you mash the button to get out of the crow effect. I don't know. I'll probably just reduce it a little bit. So... crow. Attack range, speed. Oh, it's like there's variables here. Rotation. Dive cooldown, sense, dive delay. Kidnap. Play effect at. Kidnap timer 5 seconds. Okay. So let's do a kidnap timer 0. Oh, it's there. It's just set to 5 seconds specifically. Oh, no. This is the one that checks. Yeah, okay. Kidnap timer is delta time. So 5 seconds. Okay, how about kidnap time? Might not be the best wording, but that's wording at any rate. Public. Float. Kidnap. Time. I think I'd rather have it like 2 seconds or something instead of a full 5. Yeah, kidnap duration. That's a good idea. You're gonna teach me English too? Yeah. I'm gonna learn so much. My head is gonna swell with knowledge. Yeah, you gotta teach me a language I don't... Well, teach me a language I don't know as well. Yeah, I only know a little bit of Spanish. And then I've done enough Duolingo to pick up like a word or two in Japanese, but that's about it. But I don't know the best way to learn another language either. I feel like it's not as accessible in the US. Been doing Duolingo Spanish for quite some time now. I did Duolingo for a while, but I felt like I was just memorizing words instead of like speaking a language or learning a language. It was just like, do you remember this word and that word and this word? I don't know. Maybe I should pick it up again because I know it's been like years since I messed with it, so. But I always try to say remember. I don't remember what remember is in Spanish. I just remember the like yo no entiendo español. No hablo español. Although even just a little bit of Spanish came in handy for Portugal. When people were speaking Portuguese and it was like, oh, okay, we can both sort of stumble towards an understanding using Spanish. Yeah, I should get back on doing the Duolingo stuff. Or at least some kind of language thing. Only make it 5 lessons a week. Well, and I know they want you to make it a habit too, and it's like trying to find the time to listen to the thing talk to you for a while is... It's kind of cool that you can throw little branches, but I don't know that it helps all that much either. So... Well, I guess if you can use the droplets for upgrades, it's probably the best idea. Lost a 450-day streak and on day 110 now. Don't see the use of the throwing. Should we quit implementing it? Yeah, well, it's... I just wanted to have some sense of building. Like a build to scale, and right now it's just sort of... Wow. Well, it might be because it's just the branches. If it's something like a mushroom or... I don't know, it might be overcomplicating stuff to try adding building. Like, it feels like there's enough that you can futz around with. Well, unless throwing something at the crow helps. That might be. I don't know. It might not be necessary. It might just be better to just you collect droplets and get upgrades, and that's good enough. Finish implementing it without seeds, and then let's test it. Yeah, I was like, the little seed branches are cool, but not super useful. Like I said, my original intent was that you add a leaf so that you can have an extra platform to get up somewhere, but there kind of is enough, like, the leaves are spaced out in a good enough way that you don't really need it, so... Okay, I want to get up the thing again. Well, and it might also be that I'm abusing this, too, where I'm like, okay, I could just hop up the beanstalk anyway, so I don't need an ability to throw stuff. Oh, yeah, okay, I am losing a ton of frames at this point, though. So. I just want it to be another sandbox game, that's all. Yeah, kinda. That's what I've leaned into now. It's like... Well, I've never been much for, like, let's do a bunch of upgrades. Much to my detriment, I think. That's a very popular... Like the one game that I did where I'm like, okay, we're doing an idle game where you just get upgrades. And that has been the most popular game I've made by far. Should have done the most game with the most monetization possible. Should have stuck with that. Well, that's, I think, another one of those, like, stuff I like versus stuff I think will be popular. Where it's like, this is something I like. This is a, you know, just jump around a beanstalk, have fun. Instead of optimize the numbers. Which is a lot of games that people like a lot. So. How am I doing so little and yet getting so tired from it? What in the heck? Okay, that one's just not gonna get solved. That's not a bug. I don't know how you would get the camera to not do that. Yeah, I'm like, so, this does get a little cluttered, but I don't, that's not a super easy one to fix. Okay, I still want to fix the looking straight down bug. I'm like, I don't know how to fix that. Fix one thing that nobody's gonna care about? Is that what that's trying to say? Because at least I've noticed it every time I played the game, is that every time I look down, it switches the direction. And I look down a lot because of the beanstalk, but... Fix the one thing nobody's gonna care about? Yeah, okay. No, at least, like I said, I care about it, because you end up looking straight down the beanstalk when you're looking for water. And then suddenly the controls are backward. And it's like, it feels like it should just be an off by one error, but I don't know exactly where that would be. What the heck? Okay, it's either, no, it's looking around seems to be fine. It's just moving the character. It's like, I don't know if you have run into the same bug that I have, but at least I've noticed it running and jumping around, so. Well, and it's one of those things of like, it feels like an edge case, but when you have a ton and ton of players, it's not an edge case anymore. It is a problem. I guess you'd probably know that better than I would, having done mobile game stuff that actually has a bunch of people playing it, so. Where are the tons and tons of players? I mean, I think if you just have multiple players, you'll run into... I'm like, I have done very little... Oh, I actually did want this one. Like, what are my analytics at? Yeah, it's 53 views. Even now, days away from the Pirate Software Jam. That's still 20 views in a day. That's still stuff that I am no longer... Why? Why this game? Do people really want like a Twitch Plays something or other? Does this say where people are coming from? Google. Twitch integration. Twitch integration. Huh. Was that somebody recently looking for this, or was that... Interesting. So that means people are Googling for Twitch integrated games. Okay, let's... Now I'm just distracted by analytics. There's players. Look at that. Look at all these players. I don't feel like I have very popular games. Look at that. Thousands of views. Even for something as bad as this game. So 500 views. So does this have like a... Is this just been a recent thing, or... Give me... As far back as you can go. Oh, it might be slightly more recent. Weird. Why are people looking for Twitch integrated games within the last year? That looks like an uptick. Huh. Means I gotta go finish my Twitch plays hide and seek. It's again another one that's like mostly done, and then oh, the Twitch game jam that was 2 weeks ago. Well, no, that looks like it was a full. Well, and like I said, the Twitch integration is the. It's not just Twitch specifically. It's Twitch integration specifically. And it's also because of Google that I feel like I wonder if people are looking up Twitch integration and then it pops up with it somehow. But you were saying the last 2 weeks, and I'm like, this is a whole year. And it looks like about here, beginning of 2024 somewhere, that it started getting more views. I mean, the numbers are still pretty small, but this looks slightly more consistent than this does. So, I don't know. But yeah, at some point I gotta finish that. I don't have to, but I would like to finish this. But this was, I just didn't know how to hide the chat messages for doing a Twitch Plays hide and seek. Yeah, this is about the pinnacle of my art abilities. Is this. Which I think isn't too bad. I think I like the trees a lot. I think it actually doesn't look that bad. Okay, got very distracted because it was where are all these players? And the answer is there's more of them than you think. There's multiple. There are dozens of us. Wait, it's knockback velocity. Okay, forward is forward. Okay, this is gonna be one of those, like, if I just mess with one of these, is that on the forward or is it on the right? Horizontal direction is forward plus right, and then movement is vertical plus horizontal. And this just moves you towards that direction, right? Oh, that is the character controller move. Yes, so that is the character controller move, which is just move towards that. Okay, what happens if I just do, like, the vertical? This means I cannot look left and right, or I cannot move left and right. that's all fine. Okay, you're still rotating the wrong way. So it's not the movement, it's the rotation. When you're looking straight down at it. Quaternion dot slurp between rotation and rotation. Is it because if it's 0, it gets reversed? Okay, what is this knockback velocity? Because that is the player rotation there, right? Okay, well, if I get rid of it, then it's something you added. Well, I kind of figured. Oh, for spike pushes, okay. Okay, so you can't rotate when you're getting pushed by a spike. Okay. So then this means I have successfully neutered the ability to move anywhere, right? Rotate, yeah, okay. Wait, I can't rotate the character. Huh? That's weird. Okay, wait, how is it moving left and right then? Okay, where's the... Okay, it's just horizontal axis and vertical axis. The movement direction is the input horizontal times the velocity plus the velocity addition. Okay, based on either sprinting or crouching, which I don't know if they're being used right now. Plus a knockback velocity. It's just weird that I got rid of the character's ability to rotate, and then somehow that made it so that you can only move left and back, and not forward and right. It's just a little confusing to me, but okay. Okay, but it appears to be this quaternion.slurp if it's between... So what is the forward direction when I'm looking straight down, is the question. Is it because it's 0? Like, so can I... just constrain it in that case? See, this is my other reason that I was saying that this is not going to be a just me thing. Because you start looking directly down on the character. Okay, the forward direction. The forward direction of the camera. How do you pause it when it's like this? Watching a soccer game. It's a requirement. You have to. Makes sense. Okay, player. You have... Okay, no, this has a camera controller. And this camera. Well, I was like, I've been taking breaks for lunch and stuff too, so... Oh, okay, this is that secondary camera. So this is the thing that's rotating? Yes. Okay, so it's the X rotation is 75. That's when it has issues. So it's the... You just have the game on the second monitor? Well, I mean, you've got a, a Twitch stream on one of the monitors too, so... I don't know, it's kind of a toss-up as to whether I'm more focused when I'm streaming or not. I think it's the instances when I'm actually getting work done is I'm more focused when I don't have a stream up. But the instances when I need to get work done, it's better when I have a stream up, because then I feel self-conscious if I get distracted. Oh, wait. So is that related to the camera limit? Okay, let's try messing with the camera limit then. So the camera limit says that it's 75. So if I make it 70? That is just for staring at the feet though, right? But 75 seems like such a specific number. So now it's 70. That is the camera that's rotating though. Okay, I was like, it's not rotating on the Z, it's just rotating on the X, so when it hits this camera limit. Okay, so then if we just eliminate it, does this let the camera go anywhere, or is it... Okay, so now... Okay, so that lets it go nowhere. So if I go like 30, so negative 30 and 30, because it's negative? I don't know. I guess I'll just keep playing with numbers until I can make it so that you don't get the bug. Okay, because you do want to look like straight down as much as you can. So how about a negative 45? Is that going to be where it hits the top? That's not negative! Uh-oh. Is this going to start flashing again? No, it's just stuck at this angle. Okay, so it seems to be okay at 45. So I guess I'll try a 50. It seems like I could just mess with this variable and fix the issue. So 70 was just too much. So it's between 45 and 70. Okay, 50 is still okay. Lets you look almost straight down. So let's try 60 and just I think 60 is gonna be too much. I think that's gonna push it over the edge. Okay, so now you get stopped. If you're looking straight down and try to move forward, you stop. Okay, so now do 59 then. 59. Aha, there we go. So now you can look pretty much straight down, but not have your controls reverse. Yay, bug fixed, and all I had to do was futz with numbers instead of code anything. Instead of use brain. No! I missed it. Boo. Okay, give me a checkpoint. Don't give me a checkpoint. No, I did activate the checkpoint. No. Okay, I fixed the issue that I was having. So, that's that bug fixed. But it doesn't feel like it's constraining you. Okay, looking straight down reverses controls. That has now been fixed. Oh, and then upgrades have been started. Okay. I'm going to go take a victory piss now that I fixed the bug. I will be back. Okay, can you push changes to sample scene? So you can push the throwable stuff. Yes, I can. Okay, so save that. Save that. Source tree. Pick up all the many changes. Crow. Oh, the kidnap duration. I forgot to even test that. That's okay. So... And I made a sound manager prefab, so you, and you, and you, and you, and you are for sure. Why are you looking at the other one? Okay, this. It's crow. No, why do you have crow selected? Excuse me. You dumb? Okay, these two. The spline extrude. That. Those things can go away. Yes. Okay, small branch. I did not change. Branch, I did not change. Body prefab. Apparently I did not change. So why are you putting all these things on the list? The sample scene, I did change. Yes, okay, that I changed. But apparently all these are no changes have been detected in the file, so why do you keep listing them? Okay, I changed the number on the crow, I changed the sample scene, and I changed this, added the sound prefab stuff. That's all good. Oh, I did change the decay rate in the body prefab. It said I didn't have any changes. Well, I guess we'll have to change that again, because it, it did throw it out. Prefab. Body. I changed it in the scene though, right? I don't think I changed it in the... It was in the game scene. I changed the decay rate. Yeah, I changed the decay rate in the scene. So not the prefab. So that's why I didn't pick it up. Okay. So should be good to go then. I didn't change the packages. Go away with this. Discard the package change. I did not change that. Now stage all of these. There we go. Okay, now push, now commit them. I want to do added sound manager and wait, didn't I change the third person controller? No, I just changed stuff in the scene to fix it. All of this stuff was scene changes. That's all I, okay. And modified sample scene. I knew it. Sample scene. Sample scene. There we go. Added sound manager and the prefab. Okay, there we go. I made it. There we go. And then push it. Yeah, I don't need to commit the file there. Now push it. You can go away with your dumb nonsense. Okay, so that's sample scene has been changed. I mean, it's feeling kind of early, but I'm almost like, I kind of want to just go for a walk and do an early dinner. Especially if you've got a football game to watch or something, so. Push it and then you can work on it again. Well, it's feeling like it might be a good time to just take a break. Go for a walk, eat some food, come back, and then just do a long session in my evening. Pushed. Okie dokie. Pull it. You butt. Get out of here. Other foliage rotation looks awkward, but imagine it's working properly. Just throw that disclaimer on the game page. Just imagine this is so much cooler than it is. Okay, throwables. So it should be throwables. Didn't implement the seed amounts, so you can throw them as long as you have enough water. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, I think I'm gonna test this. And I'm gonna get up and go for a walk, eat some food. See if that wakes me up. Which I shouldn't be sleepy. I don't know what in the heck is going on here. I don't know why I'm yawning like crazy. But does it say 15 is number of seeds? Okay, I can get rid of the stats window as well. Whoop. Well, I threw a leaf. Dadgummit. Couldn't push the scene. Dadgummit. Dadgummit. Eh. There we go. Ups a daisies. Ah, okay. Do that. Pull again now? Okay. There we go. Reloaded scene. Hey, there's some UI. Kind of thought it was going to end up under the stats menu that I had pulled up. There's a leaf. Not a great spot for a leaf, but there's a leaf. Okay, I should kill the music and let the game speak for itself for a bit. I should do a build. That's what I should do. Okay, so let's test the thing, and then I'll do a build, and then I'll... Did I hit the bottom of the... Okay, no, this one's just started quiet. I was like, did it stop? Okay, scroll wheel. I'm the one that mentioned it. I'm the one that said it, and yet here I am not using the scroll wheel. I am remembering that the shift does the glide, though. I did remember that there's another button that I can press. Okay. I still need one more water, though, right? Okay, so now... There we go. Let's test it here. There's a leaf. Okay, yeah, leaf rotation is a little odd. But... I was doing the... Okay, so it still does bounce you straight up, but a vine. At least these leaves are growing in the correct direction. Was it not supposed to start out at 5? Okay, so now I do mushroom. Interesting. Aha! Okay, now that is kind of helpful. I wanted to use a mushroom to get back up higher on the beanstalk. Oh, even the upside down leaf seems to be working okay, even if it is upside down. Ah, you stupid crow! Ooh. I don't know if that was intentional or not, but I was able to escape that way. Starting at 5 is wrong, but do I find it useful? I do. At least like the mushrooms and stuff. I guess that's true too, because you could build like your own. Because I can build off of this, right? I know! I was gonna try to build off out into the ether as far as I can. I actually do think it's fun to be able to build kind of whatever you want, wherever you want. And it's fairly intuitive, too. Okay, so now more. More branches. I ain't going the wrong way, but... Ah! A list of flowers in there, is there? I think checkpoint flowers would be very helpful. Try checkpoint spawning? Ah! Get off of me, you stupid crow. Wait, was I able to just look in a certain direction? Like, I seem to be... Oh, no, no, it was just 2 seconds. It's just a lot less on the crow timer. That's what's happening. Which I think is a lot nicer. So you're not just sitting there waiting. I think it's long enough that the crow can grab you and be obnoxious, but not that it's, Dadgummit. Can I scroll the other way? Oh. Yeah, I was scrolling down. There's flower on scroll up. Huh. That's weird. Okay, so scrolling down only gives you one set of things. I tend to scroll down rather than up. I think it's just because you're on a web page or something and you scroll down, unless you're on a Mac, but... Geronimo. That seems to be working too. Yeah, I think that's... Being able to spawn your own checkpoint wherever you want is super helpful. Yeah, it's weird that scrolling down gives me everything but the flowers. So... It's like cheating, though. Well, if you make the cost high enough, and, because I think checkpoint flowers should be expensive to produce. But I don't think that putting a checkpoint somewhere where you want... Like, and if we reduce the... You bastard. If we reduce the number of checkpoint flowers that are just out in the world, which I think it's already fairly low, but... As long as there's not a ton of checkpoint flowers, I think being able to place your own checkpoint is actually kind of nice. Get out of here. Yeah, okay, I like the less on the the crows, personally, so. No, get out of here, you bastards. Wait, there was background audio, right? Need to find a better use of the stuff that you build. Mushroom you're fine with, but the rest you don't know. I personally like the checkpoint flowers a lot. That I find useful, that I find cool. I think we need to make that more expensive. I think just 2 water droplets when the branches cost 3. I think the checkpoint flowers should be the most expensive. The leaves and the other vine, yeah, aren't super useful, but... Oh, prefer to keep the droplets to grow the beanstalk. Wait, so what is the cost of the things, then? Maybe we need to separate the... Yeah, I was going to say, I think we might need to separate, like, the... Like, you have a timer in which you can use an ability or something. And then... throw seeds instead of droplets. I don't know if I want to clutter it up with a second currency, but I think I'm fine with that. So... Get magical seeds from the upgrade screen, and then it costs seeds. Well, I could do, like, glowing... a glowing ball, too. Because it is a plant. You could do water and sunlight. So sunlight is your... Like, you use sunlight to grow the extra things here, and you use water to water the beanstalk or something. Or magical seeds. Yeah, I think I'm okay with a double currency. That's more stuff to collect, and... Yeah, because even something like Mario, I think, has a few different coin types. Although I say it as if Mario is like a... Okay, give me the most recent Mario item. The Mario Wonder items. Or coins, rather. Item park last coin? Coins? Okay with this, and then we can move on to upgrades. I'm good with that too. Like, so, yeah, okay. Because I was like, this has purple coins and regular coins. So, 2 different currencies is fine. For, so it's the water you collect to grow the beanstalk. The magical seeds or sunlight or something like that can be used for the throwing item upgrade. Or the upgrade screen, rather, as well. Okay, well, like I said, I think I'm good to take a break. Well, I did bump the thing. There we go. Okay. So, I think I'm good to take a break and main menu's not a recent scene? Scenes? Main menu? Not a recent scene. Go take a break. Yeah, like I said, I think I'm gonna go for a walk, eat some food, be back in. I guess I'll do an hour. It's like I want to do longer, but an hour's good. It'll just be half an hour of walking and half an hour. I can eat some food fast. I just like to sit and not do anything. But maybe it's good to sit and do something instead. So, okay, yeah, I will be back at 4:30 then. So, good luck. Have fun watching the game. Good luck on whoever is winning, or whoever you want to win. I hope that they win. I hope they have good luck. But I'll be back at 4:30. So, bye.